I think the area that I want to employ AI, and maybe some of you on this call are, I would love to hear if you are. I cannot for the life of me figure out how to bring AI in to enhance marketing attribution. Can any of you? Are you able to say, like, look, AI is telling me that this lead came from this, had these six touch points, and this is why they resonated, and do more of that? I think to me that would be a huge AI win I haven't figured out.
I think that's what Chris Golak's new company is doing, but I don't know much about it.
Yeah, and then like on the consumer side, you have like companies like Northbeam that have been pushing the boundaries there for a while. Prescient AI just rolled out their own AI model all around like AI-enabled mixed media modeling. So there's some interesting things in the space. I mean, I think the most interesting thing is kind of like Megan was saying right now, everybody's deploying 16 different AI tools. What I find really interesting is like when will we get an agent system that actually does start to approach AGI that can use these 16 tools for me to accomplish the larger goal, which is more sales spending less money or whatever that is, and where it's more of like the orchestration between agentic tools that you can get pulled out of. Otherwise it just feels like oftentimes there were a lot of martech tools before. Now there's a lot of martech tools that have AI in them and they're better, but it still feels like you spend all day jumping around between 16 tools and then you got to go demo three more. And oftentimes you wish there was that AI could start to actually pull me out of the need to be in all of these siloed tools and actually bring things together.
My background is really the engineering side of things. And whenever I hear orchestration, I have nightmares over big orchestration systems that are just in a constant state of chaos. What seems like a lot better approach as we sort of re-engineer for the marketing organization and the whole go-to-market organization is that we should be thinking about data rather than tools. We should be thinking about which of these tools is throwing off useful data and how do these tools consume that data. And there's lots of good technologies for data islands to do this stuff. Our tool, for example, is sitting out on the website having conversations with people coming to the website who are high in the funnel. And we throw off really, really interesting data, which is basically what we're looking inside. We're like an X-ray machine looking inside the mind of the top of the funnel. And that data is super valuable, but a lot of our customers don't know how to use it. At most, they're going to sit and look at a feed of it like it's an Instagram feed. And we would love to see other innovators saying, oh, if you can give me access to that data, look what we could do for you. So I'm hoping to see a lot of innovation of where independent companies are starting to find ways in which to share AI produced and AI consumed data.
I love that, Kingston. And I would like double click there to say the other place that I think people are getting this wrong, like across using these AI tools and what they're thinking about is they're thinking about replacing their existing systems and how we do things today. And I think we have to really realize that this is a revolution. This is something net new. And so a lot of the tools that are spinning up are making what we do today is a point solution better versus if I have like starting from first principles, like if I'm starting from the beginning and I have this tool at my disposal, what would I do with it? And so like, in our specific case, like and to no fault of our amazing customers, but they're thinking about, let's put a superhuman to replace your inbound. Let's put a superhuman to replace a sales engineer. Well, and let's put a superhuman to replace a CSM. We'd like to think about it as why not just have a superhuman to do go to market from the beginning of the funnel to the end of the funnel, have memory through all the conversation, look up all what's happening in CRM. And it's that one role versus because humans have limitations. So like, as we were saying earlier, where's the bar in AI versus a human? For better or worse, we actually have a much higher bar for AI than we do for humans. Like you think about a salesperson and you ask me if my superhuman hallucinates. I'm like, have you listened to your salespeople? Right? On calls, like they hallucinate and they hallucinate nefariously. Like they know they're doing it to get the deal. As soon as the superhuman does it once, they never do it again. So I challenge people to look outside of the box of the way things are working today. And if we had a clean slate, what would we do?
Yeah, and I think that's an interesting like decision for the future is like, do we build yeah, humans have limitations. It's like, do we build to unlock their limitations and make them give them superpowers, or do we build to replace them with superhumans? Which I think is just kind of like a core difference. And I think on the marketing side, we've underserved, users where in engineering they've gotten these products quickly that do make an engineer a superhero. You know, they really do 10x what they can do. And all we've really been doing on the marketing side is rolling out a lot of tech that like bogs users down with more things to do and more of these like really point solutions. So it's like, I'm obviously super interested in like how you can take a marketer and make them a 10x marketer by taking those limitations away.
Well, Sam Altman recently said that he thinks AGI will be available in a few thousand days.
I mean,
So
it's already available.
well,
no.
no.
So to
AGI
his
is not a,
definition,
no,
to
no, no.
his
It's-
definition of replacing work. So like he wanted that to get
Okay.
out of his Microsoft contract. Anyway, but
Okay,
like, yes.
okay, but if you go by the kind of the standard
Yes.
definition of AGI, we're probably in his mind we're like 10 years out really from that being available. So what we're talking about is how do we make AI agents more and more capable to replace more and more tasks and feel more like AGI while we're waiting for AGI to become available. And so when you say like what do you wish AI can do better? I mean, it's you know, if I think about like, you know, what's the definition of AGI? I mean, I want it to have better memory. I want agents to be able to collaborate better together. I want AI to be able to pursue a goal across multiple tasks. I want the AI to be able to learn from outcomes. Today, those are very unsophisticated, even in AI, agentic AI workflows. And so I'm hoping that those things improve in the next year or two so that we can really take advantage of them for their workflows and maybe Amanda really replace, you know, like an entire role or an entire function.
Yeah, I got you on the memory and the workflow.
Yeah.
A lot of that stuff is here now for sure.
Yeah, I think the big thing for me, what's missing are agents that think like scientists, that create hypotheses and go out and test it and learn. And I think that's one of the things that's sort of most special about humans. And I look forward to see more hypothesis creation and testing, experimentation, and insight development would be pretty amazing. I don't know if you've seen anything do that yet. I've not seen anything do that well. And apparently there's some limitations even on the math in terms of getting that done well.